Hello, world, and welcome to Drea Vibes. You got your host, Drea Jackson, of course, and I'm here to help you get to know your next favorite artist or your current favorite artist through their relationship with music. Okay, so today I know everybody says, like, oh, a special guest, whatever. Everybody's a special guest at Drea Vibes, but Amari Noelle is very, very special to me. I have been following her journey for quite some time now, and I did used to live in Indiana myself. She hails from Gary.
Yeah,
Big Gary. Yeah, big Gary, not the little one. But yes, y'all, we have Amari Noelle at Drea Vibes Studios. How you feeling?
what's up? I'm feeling good.
This? You grabbing titties?
Now, I probably would go like, go.
My bad, mine are little, so my mom, okay, yeah, I don't have, okay, got you.
But what's up, y'all? I'm happy to be here finally. I been trying to get on the show, but we here now.
We here now.
Yeah.
Drea Vibes is new and improved. And I heard that you're about to reintroduce yourself also to the world.
Yeah.
We gonna get into the album that has been 2 years in the making? 3?
Two. It's really two.
2
One
years
and a
in the
half.
making?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get there in a second. But first, I gotta break the ice. So we gonna
Come
get
on.
started. All right, Amari Noelle, reflect, and dig deep down to your diapers when you was 2, 3, 4, or maybe pull-ups at that point in time. What is the first song that you can recall hearing ever?
Dang. First, I got two, but I'll pick.
Let's talk about both of them.
Okay.
You with me. We can do
Okay,
both.
so the first one is The Real Party by Mary. A lot of people don't know that song.
Is that a gospel song?
Yeah, it's a gospel song.
The Real Party. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot how some of the words go, but it goes like dun 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 dun. It's okay.
No,
A lot
it's
of
probably
people-
a turn. I
yeah.
gotta listen to that right after.
Yeah, The
It-
Real Party.
They made Shackles, so I already know
Yeah,
it's
shout out
me.
to Mary, man.
Are they from Gary?
No,
Oh,
I just grew up in church, so
yes.
I heard a lot of gospel before I start hearing like, secular music, as they say.
Yep.
And then the second one is "Get Me Body" by Beyonce.
Nice one. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So with that one,
yeah.
was you with the aunties or something, and they was in the garage playing cards? Or...
Nah. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know who put me on the song, but I vividly remember we was staying in this blue house. Yep, what street that was? Like 22nd or 23rd, Gary, Indiana. Shout out to Gary again. But we was staying in this blue house, and like for some reason, like I was the only person staying upstairs. My mom and dad had a room downstairs, and my brother, and I stayed upstairs. And I just remember, you remember them little black TVs, them little box TVs, like the small ones.
That put the VCR. It had the VCR.
Yeah. I had one of them, and Beyonce was on the TV, and I was trying to, and I was trying to mimic everything that she was just doing. Yeah, I love Beyonce. I'm not gonna lie.
Now that I think about it, that might be the equivalent to Mary J. Blige's Family Affair.
Yep.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah.
get what I'm.
Dang.
Yep. Get me body.
Yes.
She was like, I'm getting bodies.
Yeah. And then I just remember that because I feel like everybody be trying to play Beyonce, and I don't know, I'm black, so I feel like every little girl used to want to be Beyonce.
At some point.
Yes.
And she made it very, very, she made a point to like literally look like something different every time.
Yes, and that's why I loved her. I felt like, but then when I start coming into my own, of course, I'm like, I love what she do, but I'm not her. But I could say to about like 10 or 11, I just want to be Beyonce. So from like 6 to like 10 to 11, I was Beyonce.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
talk about Beyonce. You being Beyonce at 6
Yeah.
to 11. Were you the one at the family reunions or get-togethers that was always dancing and singing?
I was a little shy. Like I would have to be one of,
Really?
yeah. It wasn't family reunions for me. My mama used to do hair inside the crib. Yeah, I had one of them mamas. She used to do hair inside the crib.
So I look at the Marcel irons and like spritz
Yeah,
and
the little gray stove that you put the
Lock
little
comb and yep.
Yeah, so I used to be dancing in front of the clients. Yeah.
Now that I think about it, if this was back in the day when they had TikTok, your ass would be viral. Look at this lady. She always got her kid.
Yeah, because I feel like, I was trying to see, like, do I get it? Like, you'll hear the clients in the back say, okay, a little bit, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm doing it right. Yeah.
So was movement / dancing like the first thing you felt compelled to do when you would hear music?
Yeah,
Yeah.
movement. And then I feel like the reason I brought up, like, Get Me Body, like, I feel like that made me want to sing. I was just like, I just love the way Beyonce could sing, and I feel like I was just like, well, let me see. And then I remember like humming. I'm just like, oh, okay, like I could sing a little bit, but I'm gonna keep this to myself.
You kept it right.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this to myself, but I think I could sing a little bit.
So in those pre-Beyonce years, again, 6 to 11, did you ever pick up a pen and start writing something? Because you was like, you know what, let me make a little tune. Let me come with some original content for the
Well,
class.
I wasn't writing music, but I remember my grandma, she brought me like a prayer journal. So I used to just write, period. Like, and then I would write poems. And then when I got older, it turned into like songs. So yeah, I was a writer in a drawer.
Got you. Okay, there's a lot of
Artsy
layers.
girl.
Yes, you were. There's a lot of
girl.
layers to this. I'm trying to, what do I want to dig into now? Because I know, okay, the prayers turned into poem. Well, the prayer journal, or the journal, a let out,
Yeah.
shall I say, I guess. And then you started writing poems off of that. Was that when you got into like middle school? Like what age were you starting the poems?
So I grew up around like a lot of older people, like my great aunts, my great uncles, and then my great grandfather. He was definitely like a father figure. And you know, when you grew up with them people, I don't know about anybody else, but they was real strict. Like I couldn't go like down the street and play with the kids. So they bought me my own basketball court in the backyard or whatever like that. So I would just like pick up pen and paper, and my auntie, she always had like pens and paper, and I'd be like, can I see? And then it was like I draw a little bit, and then I just started writing. Like,
No one taught you how to make a poem, though.
no, I just started writing like words, and then I felt like they should rhyme. Like I always was doing that at a young age. I feel like every word should just like rhyme. It was never like random.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like,
what Justin's face is. I'm trying to think, because if I was at recess with you and everything you said rhymed, I'd be like, you getting on my fucking nerves.
I ain't gonna lie. I would just tell you a joke. I wasn't doing no music stuff or talking about like spitting poems. I'll just try to make you laugh.
Got you. So at the crib, you was expressing yourself then, and writing and dancing and honestly singing to yourself before you actually started singing people. But then outside, you wasn't showing that.
No.
Why not?
Because I played basketball.
Oh,
so I was a hooper. Yeah, I was a hooper. And I was trying to like just discover myself with that. I feel like singing is vulnerable. Like, cause people could tell you suck. And I ain't know if I was that good yet. So I ain't finna go outside just like, hey y'all, I can sing. La 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 la. No. I was just playing basketball, and then I would just like, when we played AAU, I would be the one inside the vans, like singing or making parodies. I did that a lot. Like I was a parody kid. Like I make a remix. The first remix I remember, I was at my auntie Paula. Shout out to my auntie Paula. I was at her crib, and it was what's the Justin Timberlake and Beyonce song?
If you love.
Yeah, I remember it. I woke up this morning, and my hair was messed up.
Oh, you was
My auntie said, girl, shut up. And then I just kept going. And I think I was just like, if my hair was all I had in this life. Like, I was one of them people. Yeah.
Wait, I wish there was content back of that.
Yeah,
back
me
then.
too. And I just remember my mom was like, my auntie was like, listen to this song that your daughter then woke up singing. Because literally, they was playing a song, and I woke up, and I was just like, ooh, yeah.
Oh, so the parodies for you was just your own humor, though.
Yeah, it was just like,
you wasn't trying to be famous or low viral. But I mean, that was before.
I ain't gonna lie though. I used to tell my teammates like, cause I made a whole basketball song for our whole like team. Yeah. And we performed it in front of the coaches and everything like that. And I told them like, we should put this on YouTube. Like we could get famous. That was the
Why
first
does
time.
do that?
Cause I'm like one of them people that I'll be putting people onto stuff early and they never listen to me. And then it becomes an error for real. And then everybody be like, I swear you was saying that. Cause my friend Lexus, she told me, she was like, we could have been famous. You used to tell us all the time, let's put this on YouTube. Let's do this.
They did like y'all should.
They won't listen to me, but
It's all right.
yeah.
Okay, so hooping, singing, writing, all of that. When did you actually start not taking singing seriously, but when did you start recording music?
Ninth grade, end of ninth grade. So I was in gym class, actually playing basketball with my homie Kari. Shout out to my homie Kari. And I could never go nowhere like growing up. So I always was on the internet. Like I was come home, do my homework. Mama, can I get on the computer? And then just get on the computer. And I saw my friends, they had The group, it was called Spectrum Groove, SGE. And I saw them and they was playing music out and I was just like, damn, I want to try that. Like, cause I was looking for a new hobby. I had been playing basketball since 5 years old.
Yep.
So now it's like, okay, I'm learning that I'm super creative and I want to express myself in just different avenues and alleys. So I was in gym class and I was like, I heard y'all group music. It was good. Can I be in y'all group? And then he was just like, yeah. And I was like, for real? He was like, yeah. And then I was just thinking, like, he don't even know if I could sing. But he told me, he was just like, you just was cool. Like, you had a good vibe. We didn't have a girl in our group. So I asked my mom, because I ain't gonna lie, my parents were strict. They ain't used to let me go nowhere. I'm like, Ma, I'm in a group at school, blah, 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 like that. We trying to record our first song. And my best friend, Deja, at the time, I could only go places with my best friend, Deja and Ivory.
Okay.
And I begged Deja to be in the group so I could go.
So she had to, because your parents.
Yeah, but if Deja's going, my mama and them know that it's safe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Deja can sing though. I ain't just put her in the group because she can.
I was to say,
yeah, yeah,
how you
yeah.
sign her up for that?
Yeah.
She a real one
Nah,
for
Deja can sing. So, I was like, Ma, Deja gonna be there, and Deja mama said she could take us, yada yada yada, like that. So Deja mama took us to my homie house on the east side. He stayed with his grandmother, and the recording studio, it wasn't even no studio. It was a mic and a Focusrite. No, I'm saying like some people think it's studio. It's like one of them trap. Like I gotta let them know. Like we was all trying to get it out the mud. So it was like
copy.
Yeah. So we was in his grandma room and we made a song called Grind. Yeah.
Called Grind. Okay,
Yeah.
so we need to get into the type of music that was being made with Spectrum Group ENT, because was this like some J Smooth type shit? Or
Wait, who was J Smooth? It was alternative
like,
rap.
you know when like, okay, alternative rap, never mind. So then J Smooth was them. J Smooth was it was like slow grinding and humping the ground. Oh, was it a pretty Rick? So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
So
about.
that's all, like, let's get into the but
Nah, all of them, so I went to performing arts school. So I was in a group with art majors, band majors, orchestra majors, and then Deja was vocal and I was in radio and TV. So a lot of us were just like,
I could see that.
yeah,
I could see you on okay. You got it on.
You know, secretly I want to do like what you do.
Well, secretly I want to do it.
So yeah, no, it was alternative rap. Like we had no business talking about like Elixir and all that stuff and just ecstasy and stuff. We was on some different
You
shit.
saw Elixir like that drink? Okay.
We was talking about some crazy shit. We was.
Okay. You
I don't know why.
hypnotic?
Huh?
Hypnotic?
Nah, we weren't talking about that. We weren't talking about that. But like, I don't know why we was talking about hard drugs, but we was talking about hard drugs. We was on some pop shit, for real, for real.
So had you had Elixir?
No, I don't know if they did, but I feel like we didn't. Because they was, my homies, they grew up in Jehovah's Witness and all that stuff. Like, so we was all church kids. So I don't even know if they did. I think it was just us wanting to be free and be rebels. So it was just like, yeah, we gonna talk about this, talk about this, talk about. We wasn't doing that shit.
Y'all funny as hell, bro. Because I feel like in every like young black millennial like childhood, it's the church group friends, it's the friends from sports, it's the friends from the beauty shop. You know, like yeah, and y'all now I know exactly what group y'all was. I'm like, what y'all doing? Like, wasn't y'all at Bible study 5 days a week?
We was like ASAP, like they collective. Like not only could we like make music, like they could draw, like we could dress, like everything. Like we was just cool as hell. Like it was like you wouldn't call us lame because we was different. It was just like all them little niggas cool as hell.
Okay. But then shit. I mean, look at her. She cool as hell. See, the fit.
You feel me?
She really came rock star. Like, a pretty pink.
They said you know, leather's for RnB makers.
London.
Leather.
Oh, leather. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
All right. I want to switch it up.
Come on.
Because now we got to dig into your arsenal of music and your taste.
Uh-oh.
All right. So this one is called Platinum. All right.
Platinum?
So, yes. So I want to know 3 songs that have gone platinum in your iTunes, Spotify, or SoundCloud, whatever library. Okay. Literally like songs that probably have gotten played about 50, 11, 20 million times. Like every year, you know how you have to rap?
damn
year. Like, what's the top song? I got songs that make it to the rap every year.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm like different every year.
Okay. Well, let's just talk about 3 different years and 3 different moments of your life where songs were platinum. Went platinum in your library.
In my library.
And what songs were they? 3 songs.
Dang. It don't gotta be just like Apple, like library, just like period, right?
Just your music.
Keep It Trill by Kurt Cobain's. That was
Okay.
That was one of my favorite songs. Yeah. I don't know why, but shout out to Kirko. We got a song together. It's called Stories About You or whatever. But damn, this is so hard. Drake, How About Now?
I could see that.
And
I got a Drake one up there too, yeah.
yeah, and then this shit is so random. But this all I can think of right now is Young and May Bleed.
Bleed?
Yeah.
I ain't never heard of that one.
Yeah.
Why all of a sudden think about periods?
No, that's not what she's talking about.
Right,
But
right,
yeah,
right. That's not-
it's just so random. If somebody else was to ask me this, it would change.
I mean, it can change. It's about everything on the show is about what comes to you right here, right now.
Oh, okay.
And I'm talking to you, yeah. Like, it doesn't have to be a right or wrong answer or anything. Oh, that was just my voice cracking. Did it sound small? If you could turn it down a little bit, is it?
The siren?
Fuck the siren. It's okay. We live in New York. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, man. I didn't.
Okay. All right. So I like those 3 answers.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna want to reverse that a little bit. This was called Crack
Wow.
because it's like, what's the last song you heard that was like a hit of crack for you? Not that anyone was doing crack or anything, but like that song got crack in it. You know how they say that?
Mm-hmm.
Like a song that you heard and it was on repeat. Like you did not listen to another song outside of that song until you got out the
Damn. More and More, Joe.
More and more.
Yeah.
Okay, but
He put some shit in there.
he did. But when did you? Cause that's an old song. That's a Beauty Shop song.
Yeah.
That's what we would hear.
But my brother recently, like a couple of months ago, put me back on that song.
Okay, so he be in the R&B bag.
I ain't gonna lie, my brother has better music taste than me. Something about the cancers. They all got
Yes.
good music taste. Cause my best friend, I'll be like, how do y'all know about this stuff?
Yeah.
But he was playing it, and I was like, what's that song called again? He was like, yeah, you like this, don't you?
Yeah.
And then I was cause I was in the process of making my album, and so I was just listening to that. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Joe put some crack up in that.
It's a lot of crack in a lot of them songs. What's
Yeah.
that song? I can read. No, that's Avant. Read your.
I Wanna Know.
Yes.
Yeah. But
It's amazing how
Avant
you
definitely
knock
put
me off
I Can
my
Read
feet.
Your Mind. What's the song with him and Kiki?
Oh,
Oh, baby.
I know exactly. what you mean.
Funny out there. You and I?
No.
It's not that? That's
No.
They got 2 though.
Oh, they have 2. I was
Cause you
thinking
think about
the
I
main.
can picture
Yes.
us in the living room at the mantelpiece.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, you have to
Hey,
think
they should have made a album together.
did they? Well, I don't want to say did they not. Like I would know.
If they did, I never heard of it.
Right. I never heard, but they sounded really great together.
Yeah, they should have made an album. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so let's make our own playlist together then.
Okay.
And I gotta choose the theme of the playlist.
Okay.
All right, so the playlist is called Sunset on the PCH. Okay.
How's the
The
PCH?
Pacific Coast Highway. You ever played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas?
I ain't used to like playing it, but I love watching people play it.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's the best way for me to describe what it looks like unless you've physically been there before. You've been to LA before and you've been on the highway.
Yeah.
Okay. So we driving in a drop top. Do. Some nice sexy old school shit. We lighting up. I don't know if you smoke or not.
Yeah, I do.
So
I
okay.
do.
So like we smoking, listen to some shit on the radio.
I know the first song.
And, okay, so you play the first song. Okay,
Yeah,
you play the
first.
first song, and then we gonna go back and
Yeah.
forth for 3 songs each.
Okay.
So you what's the first song?
You Know What's Up, Donnell Jones.
Ooh.
Yeah, she gonna keep it running, be rolling with the drop top.
Okay, so a special thing about that song is that it's in like I have a very particular vision to that song, and it hasn't happened yet, but it'll happen soon.
Okay.
Maybe I'll elaborate on it later when I can talk about me. But yes. So you started out right. Damn, I like that. So if we go from okay, I'm gonna do Creep, TLC.
Damn. Fuck. How that song go?
We creep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of, cause when I do playlists, I like from the flow.
Okay, so hold on, so my shit don't flow?
No, I'm trying to flow off yours.
Okay, well, it could be whatever flow you really want, but it's kind of got to flow. So like you know what's up, floating to creep in a way, but that's because I wanted to feel that. I want to feel that on that ride. So where we at?
Oh, you're so good at this. Oh, it gotta be some. If we gonna be in LA, it gotta be. It was a good day. To the by Q.
Okay. All right, damn. Do I gotta go West Coast too now?
Nah, this just me.
Okay.
You ain't gotta
well,
go
no,
West Coast.
actually, I am gonna go West Coast.
Come on with it.
That was The Recipe by Kendrick Lamar.
Damn. And it's the last one?
Yeah, it's the last one.
You gotta go current. What you say? Check me out. New Nipsey Hussle. What song is that?
I don't know.
I'm probably gonna do Real Big though by Nipsey Hussle.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like if we driving with the drop top, like I love to just think about life and my goals and how far I made it from.
Yes.
So Real Big by Nipsey Hussle would just be perfect. We seeing the skyline. And he go like, I knew one day I would make it real big.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna flow off that theme too of just reflecting. There's this song on Big Sean's new album. Shout out to Big Sean because his new album, Boy Tough. Yeah, his new album is tough. He has a song. It says skit on in the title of it with Ellie Goulding, but it's really a song and it's called Happiness. And I swear, like that song heals depression. Literally, like I was down bad, bawling my eyes out. My boyfriend helping me on the couch, just like, it's okay, baby, it's okay. And he's like, I have these songs to play for you. So he played me one of the other Big Sean songs on the album. I forgot which one it was. Oh, it's called Boundaries. I know. And then he played that one, and I actually got up and actually started doing what I had to do for the day.
I ain't gonna lie, Big Sean is an artist like that because I feel like do you remember the Detroit projects or what's his mixtapes was? But 24 Carats of Gold. And then
that was a beautiful song.
Yes.
What project was that?
When I used to play AAU, I used to always listen to that when I'm washing the dishes or when I just like felt like I just want to get on or whatever like that. And then One Man Could Change the World. I used to cry to that song all the time. When I first started my music journey, like it was dark because I had got kicked off the basketball team like in college or whatever like that. And
hold on, we skipped that part. I'm gonna go back to that.
Yeah, we can go back. Okay. But I was just trying to figure out what I wanted, like, just in life. And I knew I wanted music. And I just feel like I just wanted to make it. And I feel like One Man Could Change the World. I would listen to that every day faithfully and cry. It was 2016.
How did it feel every day when you listen to the song? Was that like a release or what?
Yes, it was a release. Like, okay, like, and I don't think I was saying like the world. I was talking about changing my world. Like that's what I took from the song. So I'm just like, okay, like you got to be the one to change your world.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that reminds me of something that I do with music and the reframing of it, right? And so for a long time, obviously, like, you know, dating is a fucking shit show. And then like one day I heard this song and I like actually reframed the song to like talk about me. And I was like, wow, why don't I start reframing love songs to talk about loving myself? So then I would listen to love songs and instead of it being about a man, it would be about loving myself. So, you know, like Whitney Houston's My Heart Is Calling.
Yeah.
I have two visions to that song. One vision that has come true. Shout out to my baby. I found him, right? But then also like, you know, my heart is calling for me. Like it's calling for me, you know? And, you know, I'm doing everything right, but I keep breaking the rules. Like, you know, like, oh, I'm doing everything right, but you keep breaking my rules. No, I keep breaking the rules. So that helped me get into emotions that like felt like love.
Yeah.
And like I think a large part of like I'm saying love yourself before you find someone to love you. It's like there's just a feeling that you get when you know you're doing right by yourself and you can tell when someone else isn't. And I needed to feel the doing right, you know, to myself, for myself, by myself part, to know what that vibration feels like and to be able to attract that.
So when you started doing that, how long was it before you attracted love?
3 years.
Damn.
But I mean, I was going in and out of dark spaces.
Yeah. Because I remember us like talking and he was talking about just love and everything you wanted.
Oh my God.
Right? Yes. When we first linked. That's why when I seen your post, I was like, oh, you entering your love girl era? Because I was talking about like how I wanted to just bring real love back. And he was just like, yes, I just want to find my person, blah, 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 like that. So that made my heart warm when I seen, you broke my internet. If you didn't break nobody else's internet, you broke mine, because I was just like, yes.
When I tell you that's the realest shit I ever felt in my life, it really is real. And I ain't even trying to like down other people's
I
stuff.
know this because your captions, like, I feel like when people in love, they say that. Like how you was saying, I'm just like, damn, I want to feel that. Yo, okay? Like you feel that shit in your song.
In my soul.
Yeah.
And I found
Shout
my
out to
soul
your
man. So that's what it is.
I guess it.
But yeah, I started to reframe love songs. Instead of thinking about other people, I was thinking about myself. And then it was like, oh wow, I get in this little high of like loving myself. I'm like, this is what it feels like, even though I'm down bad right now. But at least I'm gonna walk out this house feeling something that helps me make a better decision for today. Even if that is blocking somebody or whatever, you know? But let's get back into your dark era, because, you know, you were saying when you got kicked off the basketball team and you knew music was what you wanted and what you needed. Like, do you think basketball was holding you back from music, or the awakening happened when you got kicked off the team?
So, you know that prayer journal that I was talking about?
Yes, sir.
My grandma. So I feel like in that season in my life, God was showing me like the other parts of me. So I still had the prayer journal because I'm like a hoarder. I like to keep like a lot of stuff, And I opened it and it was like prayer requests. And one of my prayer requests was actually to be a singer at a young age, which was fucking crazy. So I feel like in my head, I kind of knew I wasn't going to be a basketball player.
Okay.
Like I was one of those people like, okay, they want me to do this. I'm going to just do it. Like I'm going to do it. So
When I can, and I'm gonna shit on them when I do it too.
no, in terms of basketball, it was I'm gonna do it because I want to make people happy. I used to be a people pleaser, like a serial people pleaser, or whatever. Shout out to therapy though, yeah, or whatever like that. Yeah, you feel me? So I got kicked off the basketball team, and remember I had joined a group in 9th grade.
Yeah.
So just as much as I was playing basketball, I started to do music, and I'm just like, oh, these people in this space, like, they appreciate me. Like, they love what I bring to the table. They want more of it. It's like you could be yourself. You could be free. We not judging each other. And we're teammates, but we not trying to be better than each other. We're trying to create a great song collectively. And I feel like when I got kicked off the team, it was just like, okay, that same stuff that I did with hooping, I'm going to put it into music because I have found a hobby or just a passion that, like, fulfilled me. Like, I felt fulfilling, like, when I would make a song and it was good and it connected to people.
Yeah.
And, like, I had 2 songs. The first song I ever did was 3 a.m. And that was literally about, basically, I was working at Little Caesars. I didn't...
Little
shout out to Little
Caesars.
Caesars. I'm not gonna lie, if they paid more, I probably would have been at Little Caesars for a long time. You know, like that one job that you have when your work friends are just your family, and it's something like...
I had one of those.
That was the job for me. Like, it was just so fun all the way around. But I was working at Little Caesars, and we had got new management and everything, and I had just got high with my friends, like, around, like, 3 a.m. or whatever like that, and I'm just like, I do not want to go to work. So it was basically talking about how I'm going to call off. Like, 3 a.m., like, still don't want to put the joint down, lost in the... I was like, basically I was talking about gazing, like being high, and I'm just like, this shit ain't for me. And then, sorry, Debbie, I'm about to call off or whatever like that.
Not Debbie.
Yeah, she was a cool manager though. Shout out to Debbie. But I had put it out on SoundCloud, and it got like 3,000, almost to 5,000 plays or whatever like that in the time. And I was just like, damn, people fuck with me. They fuck with me. And then we had made this song called Drunk Driving, and literally everybody, like, all my friends, everybody was like, that's my favorite verse is your verse. Your verse. Like, I rewind it to your verse and your part all the time. And I'm just like, damn.
Looking around like, hey, shit, fuck that basketball shit.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, okay. Like, if I could just, if I could just stay consistent with it, like, and you know when your friends like something, that's how you know you doing something to me. Because I feel like you don't, unless your friends is your real friends and they love you, you don't always get that immediate support from your friends.
Yeah.
And when they gave me like friends that was like hard critics, because they would be hard critics on other people. So when they gave me that, I was like, oh, okay. Like, and then I had a girlfriend at the time, and she was talking about the group. She was like, you know, you don't really like need the group. Like, I don't really see you with the group. Like, they are talented.
No, that's what she sounded like.
Yeah, that's how she sounded. I love to imitate people. It's like, you just don't really need the group. Like, I know you love the group, but like, if you really want to do that by yourself, like, you could. You're talented. And I was just like, okay, yeah. But I ain't lead the group because of that. I ain't no David Ruffin ass nigga. Right. I was Otis, but yeah.
Okay. Anyways, your career has blossomed so much since then, and that prayer journal, you said you still got it, right?
Yeah, I still do.
Yeah, that's some shit up in there.
Yeah,
it's that's beautiful to see that you
Shout out to my
at such a young age were writing those things, not even really knowing what your life would look like, and boom, now you can look back. But I want to talk about two things right now.
Okay.
Because you are, let's say, a triple. How many threats you got? Like,
I'm a multifaceted.
yeah, very multifaceted. And I want to get into the Shy and how you got into acting, because you told me that story. Because I know that's something that, like, kind of how you were playing basketball, you also wanted to do too. And then you kind of got the opportunity to do it and you manifested it. So tell us about how that came.
Well, that wasn't like my initial first time with acting. I grew up doing musical theater.
Oh my God, we missed that whole part. I fucking suck. No,
y'all didn't do it, y'all. It's me. I'm just like, a lot of people don't know. So when I throw out shit, be like, what the fuck?
Okay.
So you learning me. It's okay.
Right.
It's okay.
You're learning her with me, and it's on camera. I'm a great interviewer.
That's why it's gonna be a great interview, because it's just like, we learning.
You're right. Yeah, it's the least It's really the vibe for us.
So my mama was one of those parents that really wanted her kids to be active. So I did foreign languages growing up, science, math camps, basketball, and musical theater. So I did that from 3rd to 8th grade or whatever like that. And then, you know, basketball got serious in high school and then college, whatever like that. And then one day I had walked in my brother's room like 2 weeks before this thing happened. I was about to get ready to go into a Cash Page. Shout out to Cash Page. And I was watching the show. I think I had watched the episode, and I was like, you know what? They need to let me come on the show and play your sister. Like, play your sister and come save them. Because I could just see my brother character. He was going into a dark path. Bakari ass was bad. He was bad as fuck. I'm like, he tweaking. He needs somebody to come whip his little ass into shapes or whatever like that. And I'm just talking shit. He's just like, yeah, that would be cool or whatever like that. So I'm on tour with Cash. We in Washington, D.C. or whatever like that. I'm sitting on the bed. My homie Kat, she doing my edges, because I ain't used to know how to do my edges or whatever like that. And Lena Waif, she followed me. And I'm talking shit to my brother. I'm like, see, I told you. And on the opposite end, she's DMing him talking about, do you know this girl? Because she looks like you. And he like, hell yeah, that's my blood sister. Right. And she like, oh my God, do you think she would be game, like down to be on the show? He was trying to expand your character or whatever like that. It'd be cool if Bakari had a sister. And then he sent me the screenshots. So I didn't see that. I saw a DM from a casting, I don't know what it's called, because I'm still getting
Casting director.
Yeah. A casting director, and she was foreign. So I thought it was a spam, in all honesty.
The casting directors be looking like spam all the time.
I thought it was a spam. And she was like, hey, I'm reaching out on behalf of the Shy. We have a role for you, blah, 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 blah. We would love to, yada, yada, yada. Are you interested? And I'm like, hell yeah. I sent to my brother. I'm like, is this a spam? And he sent me basically the messages or whatever like that.
Okay.
And he got a chance, I guess, to call her or whatever like that. He was on set. He got set. He like, nigga, they want you on the show. And I was just like, I looked up though. I looked at guy. And I said, what the fuck? Like, I ain't gonna lie. I have manifested a lot of stuff in my life, but it has been like over time. I feel like that was the fastest manifestation thing that I did. And I think it's because I ain't care about it. Like, I'm the type of person that manifests and then hawk it.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that I just threw in the air and was just like, I ain't really thinking about that shit. And that shit happened, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Have you learned a lot more about yourself and how you express yourself through acting now?
Yes.
In this medium, I know musical theater is a little bit more of a, I want to call it performative, right?
Yeah, it is. Have to be very animated.
But now, yes. But now you're really playing yourself in a way.
Yeah.
Even down to the lover girl part. You feel me? I want to give away the shows to people who haven't seen it, because they need to go see it, man.
Yeah, make sure y'all go watch the Shy.
But yeah, how do you feel about, how you've grown with yourself as a multifaceted creative being through the opportunity to act on the Shy?
Acting on the Shy has made me gain confidence. I feel like that was the thing that I was missing initially.
Really?
Yeah, when I first got signed.
Okay.
Like when I first got signed, it was a whole new world, like Aladdin. That song, like it was really, yes, it was just like, oh my God, like I had been praying for this and it's finally here. And I just don't think that initially I had the confidence, and that was something that they was always telling me. Like it wasn't until JR, shout out to JR, he saw me perform and he was like, whoever this Amari is, she needs to be all the time. That's how the people are going to believe it. They're going to believe it if she is out all the time. And at the moment I'm just like, okay. And I tried, like I was trying to like emulate that or whatever like that. But Mari, she's different from Amari Noelle. But anyway, just playing Brittany was cocky. Like Brittany is a cocky character. Like she know what she want. Fuck you if you ain't gonna give it to her. She gonna get it herself, and she know her shit good. Like she know her shit good. And I feel like, damn, like
That could be me.
you need to start acting like Brittany in that thing, because you're writing this shit for Brittany, and not only does Brittany know it's good, it was all good comments. Everybody just like, who is this girl? Like she can rap, she hard, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, Amari. Like tap into Brittany. So whenever just every day I try to tap into that. Yeah, so.
I really love that response.
Confidence.
Because I enjoyed seeing you on that screen. It felt like I would have never known that you had moments where you weren't confident. Let me put it that way. I would have never known that. Now that I look back, maybe I guess I like project confidence on the people that I feel like I have a certain synergy with, because I'm very confident too. So it's like, oh, hold on, you probably just as confident as me, right?
Yeah.
But you know, clearly there have been moments where you weren't. But I do love how Brittany has helped into, like, you know, infuse a little bit more of that into you, because you deserve it.
Thank you.
You deserve it. Okay. So speaking of confidence and you know, coming into new or shedding skin and coming into new lights, you have an album that has been 2 years in the making. The Reintroduction. It is not out yet, y'all, but it will be out on her birthday, November 19th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me, there's so much I want to talk about this, but I want you to just kind of talk about like why it's taking so long and what you've been putting into it to make it the best thing you could put out thus far.
So originally this album was supposed to be an EP called Lover Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. But the Reintroduction is more mature and developed from that. But so I was with the label at the time. I'm not signed no more, independent. But
I'll sit back for this one.
I was making this project, and one thing you'll learn about me through my music throughout my career is Beyonce's my favorite artist. And you notice Beyonce doesn't really do the same albums all the time because she's so talented and she loves a lot of music. It's the same thing with me. So I feel like what I was doing was bringing back those old sounds that we were hearing just in the 2000s. But this was like a year and a half ago. The 2000s era the Y2K that we experiencing now was slowly but surely like coming up now.
Yes.
So I was making this project and I was super in love with it. I was creating it and I took it to the label, and they told me, first of all, they didn't fuck with it. And then they was just like, we don't know if like the pressure is getting to you, but calm down, like that. Like you need different beats, different production. We feel like you make better beats than the people you're working with now. I mean, you find better beats than the people that you're working with now, and you just need to calm down. They only like one song or whatever like that. And I took that shit personal.
Yeah.
Because one thing about me, I put my all like into stuff, and at the end of the day, y'all know numbers, but I know my people. I know what the Lover Girls are gonna like.
Lover Girls.
And then besides that, I feel like music is my purpose and my calling, and it's up to me to just create that feeling that people just need to feel. I feel like a lot of times right now in music, people are being comfortable. They're scared to try the stuff that's in their head that they feel and they connect with the most. Like a lot of times I don't listen to just music right now. I listen to a lot of old school music not because I'm trying to be on that way, but like that's what I connect to the most. Like I love music that substance. And it doesn't have to be substance where it's just like, let's just say like Kendrick Lamar. Like to me, he's kind of like a conscious rapper. Like I'm not talking about that type of substance. I just want to feel something. Like I want to listen to stuff where they talking about some shit. And I feel like in that album, the EP that I was doing, Lover Girls Just Want to Have Fun, like, I feel like with Lover Girls, what I was trying to create is, people think it's all about just like love and feelings with us, but Lover Girls have fun too. So I feel like it was just one of those things where I wanted to be free. They wasn't fucking with it. And then eventually I feel like that led to my demise with them. It was just kind of just like, oh, she don't know what she doing, blah, 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 like that. But I did. Or whatever like that. And
She do.
yeah. I feel like that put me in like a depression like state because fuck, I'm still in the hood. I had it all. Like at this moment, I had people behind me that had the bread. I didn't have to figure it out. All I had to do was make the music, and art is very intimate. And when I brought it to them, I kind of felt like a failure when they said that, like, this is not good. And it brought me back to basketball. Like that thing of never being good enough. Like never being good enough. Like I'm just being myself. Like this is, for me, it's not about numbers. It's just about like creating something that you feel good. Like, cause I feel like if I
And
feel
that
good
people
with
need to
Yes.
feel. I like that you said that. This what people need to feel.
Yeah, and it really put me in a depressive state. But I remember being on tour and I'm just like, God, cause I could feel, I'm intuitive. I could feel my reign with my old label, and shout out to them. I love all of them and very grateful, but I could feel like it just slipping away. Like I knew it wasn't gonna be a long-term thing. And I was talking to God and I'm just like, I don't want this to be the last thing. And then the Shy came and that put a battery in my back. And I'm just like, okay, God, send me a producer that is on the same wave as me and is very serious about their art. Because one thing about me, I don't bullshit. If I tell you that I want to do something, I'm going to do it. If we say practice is at 7 o'clock, I'm going to be at your house at 6:30 sitting outside, and at 6:50, I'm going to ring the doorbell because that's just how serious I am. So I wanted somebody on the opposite end of the production that was serious about that too. So shout out to my homie D-Flame. We were shooting, I got this song called I Don't Give a Fuck Type of Fun. We were shooting a live performance. He plays the piano, whatever like that. And I'm like, bro, we could make some special shit. Like, I want to work with you. Like, I'm dead ass serious. He was like, okay, let's do it. And you know, when people say, okay, let's do it in the music industry, it doesn't really mean, okay, let's do it.
It's like,
It mean,
okay, I fucked with the idea.
yeah, but I ain't really trying to do it.
Maybe.
Yeah. And I feel like he really bought into me. And shout out to the cancers. I love cancers.
Yes.
Yes, he really
People love you.
yeah, and I love them.
Yep.
Yeah. So he really bought in, and we just started to work on it. And I feel like all of those things that I wanted to emulate in this project that I was scared to do, he brought it out. He was like, no, you need to do more of this. You need to do that. He was like, that's your pocket. Like, that's it. Like, this is blah, 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 blah. So when I was looking for a title for the album, I felt like when I did get presented by the label, I didn't get presented in a way where it was thick. It was just like, hey, here's this girl. She makes music on her iPhone. She made 150 songs, blah, 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 like that. But people didn't get the story.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know exactly. I mean, I sit on the other side of those. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
they didn't get the full story. So the reintroduction is, welcome to Amari Noelle's life. Like, allow me to reintroduce myself. Well, he said, my name is Hov, H to the O-V. Like, so it's me just not necessarily telling my life stories, but just giving people a project that's raw and authentically me, like the sounds that I connect with, the cadences that I like the most, the context that I like to talk about, and just the subjects that people aren't really talking about. Like my new single, it's called 26, and it'll be on the project. And the chorus goes, tell me what you see, is it money or is me? Just be real, don't lie to me, I can handle it. Let's get personal and ride. Let's get personal and ride. Wanna cruise and pick your mind. Ain't no telling what we find when we real and waste no time. Cause I feel like in dating, like, I feel like a lot of people take first dates as just like, oh shit, he or she took me to this place and girl, like they spent the bag on me. And it's kind of just like, no, I want to know, like, do you see this like going somewhere? Like, do you see, like, what is this to you? Like, or like, are you just trying to have fun in this moment? So I feel like this album is creating those spaces to have those conversations that as in our mid-20s, going into the 30s, because I'll be 27 November 19th, creating those conversations just like what we need to talk about and where our minds need to move. So, yeah.
Where our minds need to move, what we need to feel. She's giving us a lot of what we need, y'all.
Yeah. And it's still going, but it ain't just going to be no boring ass album.
No, it's not.
It's still going to be fun. Yeah. It's still going to be fun, whatever. And you ain't heard it, but I'm going to send you the private link.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to that. Definitely gotta let Tid hear some. Did you perform some last night?
Yep.
Hey.
And when I was performing it, it was so funny. I did this song called Own Lane. And when I was doing it, I knew that it's so different that people could either be like, damn, this shit rocket, or what the fuck?
But then they're gonna get it on the back end.
Yeah,
if they
but
don't.
I was happy with that because the word that I expressed the most when I was working with everybody is I want to be disruptive.
Disruptive. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to be like, boom, where it's just like, oh shit, what the
We
fuck?
don't know how to react.
Yeah, how do you
Yeah, yeah.
react? And that's exactly what I got. But in the end, it was just kind of just like, after they received it, everybody was just coming up like, damn, you was dope. What's that first song called? What's that bot? So I'm just like, okay, it's working.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's that? Okay, that's how you know it's working. Yeah. Okay, girl. Well, I'm looking forward to the reintroduction. It's gonna be out by the time y'all see this anyway.
Absolutely. So go stream that.
Yes, go stream that everywhere.
Go buy that, actually.
But you're speaking a lot on like you finding your own pocket and just finding your own expression through what you're doing. Not that you don't do that all the time, but there's art. The way that this art world goes, especially with music, people tend to emulate a lot and stuff like that. How do you feel about the current state of R&B, and do you think enough people are tapping back into their own sound in their own head like what they used to?
Yes, I think the only thing we lack in is production. I feel like it's not really a lot of R&B producers out here. It's a lot of it's a lot of hip hop producers that like, oh yeah, I make R&B too. Like I'm rarely meet people that focus on R&B. Like I'm an R&B producer. When you ask people, all the producers I meet, like, oh, what type of beats you make? Like I make trap, I make sexy drill, I make that, but I don't meet a lot of people who say like I make R&B. And I feel like R&B has to be handcrafted. Like, and that's why I'm so happy that I was working with my homie D Flame, because he grew up in church. So you already know that's what it's missing too. A lot of people say that too.
We already go, yeah. It's already a conversation.
Yeah. But I feel like it's a lack of production. That's what it is. Cause I feel like we have a lot of talented R&B artists, but you don't feel anything with the beats because we're singing over hip hop beats. We're singing over trap beats. You can't feel, if I'm saying I want to love you, baby, I need a bass line that's sultry and everything like that. I can't, I want to love you, baby. Like that's like, it's like really like, you want to fuck. Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like we're singing over hip hop beats, and that shit sucks.
Oh, that must have been upstairs.
That's God said, right.
Amen. Okay, I agree with that. And I wanted to touch on something before we were talking, before we started rolling, we was talking about this, and Usher is one of my favorite R&B artists ever. One of my favorite artists ever in general. And one time, I was like just thinking, I was like, why the fuck does his music feel like a movie, but this new music feels like, ABC. And I closed my eyes. I definitely was high. But I closed my eyes and I took a pen and I played You Got It Bad, and I like let my, kind of like a lie detector, I guess, let my finger just kind of go with like the different fluctuations in the song.
Damn, and you was just going like that?
Yes. And
that's fire.
But then you look at it, that shit all like, you got it, like it changes versus like the newer music where it's like there's never really anything that jumps too high or jumps too low or whatever. And I feel like there's more to like what I be doing when I be doing that. Again, my relationship with music is my own unique one, but I like to try to feel it in different ways.
Though.
But you get why I did that?
I'm actually gonna I have a journal when I fly. Yeah. I swear to God, when I get on the plane tomorrow,
analyze your songs like that.
This. Yes.
And does it move me? Like, can I actually take this off and it's a story without music behind it? You know what I'm saying? And that's what Confessions and any, like, Mariah Carey has some crazy melodies too. I don't want to keep naming because you only name this person. Nah, pretty much any and everybody that's a GOAT in R&B. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I would close my eyes and I would just like let the music carry me or carry my hand, and I would let it go as high or as low as what came, the vibration that came out. And I'm like, actually, if you look back at this waveform or like whatever thing, it's a very unique painting in itself. So how can other music adapt to a little more of a eclectic painting. I don't know. I'm trying not to shade music, baby, but I'm trying.
It's the production to me. If this was a question, that's the answer.
That's the answer.
Because Confessions album, like, not only was the cadence in the pocket, the lyrics, but them beats was knocking.
Jermaine was not fucking around.
Exactly. Because he understands just like music. And I feel like he doesn't want, I mean, he did do music like a little bit, but he knew how important it is that singers and producers, like, it's a perfect match. If you have the perfect producer and the perfect singer, they're gonna make the perfect song.
Absolutely.
So
shout out to Jermaine Dupri.
yeah, and people gotta start saying stuff that means things. Like, I feel like everybody be trying to be like
Prolific.
yeah, or just super like worried about what everybody else got the fuck to say. Like, no, I don't want to say that because that's lame. I want to say it cooler. I want to say something else. And it's just like, no, we need to start. I feel like I'm challenging all the artists that's out there to be more conscious with our art, because music is one of those things that it brings all races together. Like, for real. Like, when you hear music, when you go to a concert, I could be standing next to an Indian person or a white person, and we don't feel nothing. When our favorite part come on, we looking at each other like, yeah, and we're singing. So I challenge artists to just be more conscious, because music heals, and our world needs a lot of healing right now. So yeah.
All right, Amari, you're about to wrap the show up, but you get to ask me one question before we go.
Yes.
I'm scared. What you about to ask me?
Don't be scared.
She gonna ask me a deep ass question. Watch.
I don't know if it's gonna be deep, but so you did the Pink Room with Drea, and now you have Drea Vibes, and you're kind of like on your indie journey too, right?
Hell yeah.
So what was it that, like, what created Drea Vibes? Like, what was that moment where you just like, hell no, like, I gotta do this for myself?
Actually, I started Drea Vibes 10 years ago. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I did. Not the actual show, but when I found SoundCloud, I would like make playlists and stuff, and then I was like, actually, this is Drea's Vibe, and Drea Vibes was my website, and I would like post blogs or little articles about the playlist I made, and literally it would just be like, I would listen to each song on the playlist, and I would just type what comes to my mind as I listen to the song. Like, it would make no sense to nobody else, but it was my music diary. So yeah, Drea Vibes was my music diary. And then for my birthday in 2017, I think, I hosted a little kickback. It was called My Kind of Kickback, like the kind of shit I want to talk about.
That's fire.
Which was music. And I had Tim Maxey. He's a great R&B producer. I'm gonna link y'all.
Please.
He works a lot with Summer, Sasha Keeble. Shout out to her. I mention her every fucking episode. Anyways, I invited like all my like-minded friends to sit there and talk about music, and I recorded it. It was the first episode of this show, technically, and that was almost 10 years ago. When the opportunity that I had with Major Stage sunset, just due to business operations not being up to par with what I wanted them to be for the new year of what I wanted.
What'd you want?
I mean, I'm Beyonce. I wanted everything. I wanted everything.
Hey, I felt that. I want, anytime somebody asks me that now, well, what'd you want? I'm Beyonce. Right. I want everything.
I wanted everything. And yeah, I was like, you know what? Let me just call the show Drea Vibes. And then I enhanced it, revamped it. And even with the Pink Room with Drea, it was very like cookie cutter, I think. This one, I just even physically am just more comfortable on the set. And like I added more games and more sections, and I vary things based off of the vibe. I don't ask the same questions to everybody all the time, except for the icebreaker. So yeah, Drea Vibes is a manifestation of the first time I found music that I like realized was speaking to something I couldn't describe. And then I'm like, now I want to talk to people about how they do it, because I know they do it too. If they don't, shit, how do you do it in the studio? Because I think my connection with music has led me to want to make music, and I do make music with my friends, drunk, for fun. Yeah.
So if I send you a link, you gonna send me a song?
I will send you me talking over it and trying to hum a melody. I have not written an actual song, no. However, I did write a verse and a hook remixing What You Know About Me with Sexy Red and Glorilla.
Okay, you gotta send me what you said. You don't send me.
So I still gotta sing you something?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no.
want to hear it.
It's
Oh,
me. I'm not.
you can play it.
No, it was. I made like a freestyle
I'm an
about.
artist and I'm sensitive about shit.
I'm sensitive. It was a freestyle about my homecoming. Bitch, off for Spellman. What you know about me? Big deal.
My auntie would, man.
Man,
This is how y'all act. Yeah, y'all don't play. My auntie.
shout out to your auntie.
Yeah.
Wait, Paula? No, auntie Tony. Auntie Tony, Spellmanite. All right.
You don't play about that.
And I don't play. I'm in Spellman Blue right now. I don't play. All right, 10 years ago, I graduated college. 10 years later, I am here literally living my best life. And I've got everything I ever wanted. Anything this show is my baby. It's my birth to the world. And I'm just going to keep doing this until it go up. So that is it. Thank you for coming to Drea Vibes. I enjoyed this conversation so motherfucking much. You already know what it is.
Thank you for having me.
And y'all, please go stream the reintroduction.
Yes.
Because she putting a lot into that, and it's something that you need to hear.
Hey,
Okay? Anything else you got to say before we close out?
she said go stream that. I want y'all to stream that, but go buy that because
Oh, yes.
it's very important. If y'all love me and y'all want to see the lover girl out in these streets, I need the funding. I need the cash, man.
There you go.
So after you stream it, if you love it that much, I'll challenge you to go buy it. But
All right. All right, y'all. We out. Peace.